The following program contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
Winning victory through Christ, WVTC Allsip Chicago, and iNetworks Communications Station.
Welcome to Oils Behind Closed Doors, where we provide information for you to transform your lifestyle with the essential oils that have been around for centuries. We will also be providing biblical scriptures to you to encourage you about God's word. So grab a pen and paper and take some notes, because we are going to tell you that whatever it is, doTERRA has an oil for it. I am Ruth Conwell.
And I'm Brenda Maxey.
And we do have two other members of our team who are our editors and resource persons, and that's Janetta Diener and Regina Rucker. And together we are Four Visions, Four Oils.
Okay, so as we start today, and I apologize, we do have a slight problem, but we usually have a slide presentation, but we're working on that still. But we always start off with the scripture, Genesis 1:29. Then God said, I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for your food.
And we also start out with our disclaimer. The information in this presentation is based on extensive research. We do not offer medical advice or prescribe the use of diet as a form of treatment for sickness. We cannot be responsible for any of the consequences. The information we're sharing is not medical advice, and we do advise that you consult a physician.
And as we go on, we want to also start with another scripture. My favorite scripture is Ezekiel 47:12. And by the river upon the bank thereof on this side and on that side shall grow all trees for meat, whose leaves shall not fade, neither shall the fruit thereof be consumed. It shall bring forth new fruit according to his months, because their waters they issued out of the sanctuary. And the fruit thereof shall be for meat, and the leaf thereof for medicine. So as we talk about our doTERRA products, that's what they are, fruits and the meat that God intended for us to have for our food and medicine. So there are three good things about them. They're safe, effective, and affordable. Now, safe, meaning they're 100% pure. There's no additives, no fillers or anything like that to them. They're just nothing but plants from the earth. They're the roots, the seeds, the bark, all of that. And they have great health benefits. They're found to be 50 to 70% more potent than most herbs on the market. An oil that represents that for us is called peppermint oil, and it has so many great benefits. It's energizing, and it works for the digestive system. It works for the respiratory system if you have any type of headaches going on. And yes, it's great for the headaches as well. And when we talk about them being effective, we have millions of cells in our body, and each one of those cells is wrapped with an oily membrane around it. And what it does, and we have our slide in front of you, you see on the outside is what we have a bacteria. And on the inside is what we call viruses. Now, bacteria, if we get sick with a bacterial infection, we go to the doctor, and a lot of times he'll prescribe us an antibiotic of some sort, and he tells us to take it for a while. And after that, you should feel much better. Well, you might feel better, but it could cause some other issues. Now, that old ugly virus, he likes to get on the inside of that cell. He manages to do that. And he gets on the inside and creates so much havoc. But the problem with viruses, they are hard to treat. And the reason being is because the medicine that we have is like water-based, most of them, and they can't penetrate that cell. The reason being our cell has that oily membrane of water wrapped around it, and we know water and oil don't mix. So when you get a viral infection, the most often they tell you like it's like a cold or flu, drink plenty of fruits and get plenty of rest, and you will feel better eventually. Well, we have something that helps with those viruses, and that is the On Guard essential oil by doTERRA. It helps work on that immune system. Why? Because it's an oil. It can penetrate that oily membrane and get in there and fight what's going on. So our On Guard product has a lot of different lines or products in that line under the name of On Guard. Not only do we have the oil, we have products for cleaning and for soaps and hand sanitizers and many more. And so when I talk about them being affordable because when you get sick, we got to take off from work. We go to the doctor, we get a prescription filled. We may be off from work for several days, and that's going to cost tons of dollars. Now, if I got an ear infection, all I do is take lavender and a couple of drops of lavender, a couple of drops of tea tree, put it behind my ears and on the inside on the lobes. And I go to bed for about 12 hours, and guess what? I'll feel better. And that has happened to me. So that's why doTERRA oils are so great. Now, if we go to our next slide, I'm just going to tell you briefly about the different quality or grades of oils. Yes, there are different grades of oils, and the lowest grade is what we call fluor water, and that's our synthetic oils. And you find those in hair and skin products. The next one is what we call grade C. It's our perfume grade, and those have some contamination probably in them and chemicals. Why? Because they're trying to get a certain smell from the oil. And the next grade is our food grade, which is called grade B, and it's supposed to be natural, organic, but when you talk about they're trying to give you different flavorings, they're adding chemicals to your food. And then the top grade is grade A, is what they call therapeutic grade. That is supposed to be pure and unadulterated oil. Well, if you can do some of the things you could do with doTERRA oils, you don't consider that pure oil. And that's why doTERRA changed their name. They changed it from certified pure therapeutic grade to certified pure tested grade, because their oils have been tested and retested, and so much more we could do with our oils, which now Ruth is going to tell you how we can use our oils.
Yes, there are 3 ways that you can use the doTERRA essential oils: aromatically, internally, and topically. And I'm going to start out with aromatically. When you use it aromatically, it goes into your nostrils and your nose. So that's the way you can smell it. That's how it helps you. And if you pinch the bridge of your nose, which I'm showing you, right under your fingers is the olfactory nerve. And the olfactory nerve sends the message to your limbic system. And your limbic system sends it to your brain. And that's how the oils sent and the diffusing and the aromatic, the aroma, I should say, gets into your system and helps you. So as you can see on the diagram on the screen, there's a young lady with a bottle. You can just inhale it from the bottle. And there's a young lady with her hands cupped in her face. So you can just put a drop in the middle of your hand and rub them together and cup it in front of your face. Don't touch your face or your eyes because it's very potent. Just inhale it and you get a feel of how it works aromatically. There's also a way to use it in the diffuser, which you see a diffuser there. doTERRA does have diffusers if you're interested. And what happens when you use it aromatically is that it cleanses the air. It supports your respiratory system and it affects your mood positively. So that's the first way of using our oils aromatically. The second way is topically. You can apply it to the areas of concern. You can also apply it to the affected areas. And there on the screen again are areas that they're showing. And one of the areas is to put them in your pulse points. Your pulse points can be on your wrist, it can be behind your ears, and it can be in your navel or in your spine. And you can also use it as to anoint your head. As you can see in that bottom picture, the lady is anointing her head, and you can anoint it from the front of your head all the way back to your bottom of your neck. And then if you're using it on sensitive skin or with a baby or young child, you should be using fractionated, I should say carrier oil, but we suggest fractionated coconut oil. And that is the second way to use our oil, is topically. Now, the third way to use our oil is internal. If you're going to use our oils internal, you're going to either use it in a stainless steel container or a glass container because of the potency of our oils. Should you use them in plastic or styrofoam or any other type of container, you may be pulling toxins off of those containers, and therefore you're not getting the benefit. You're putting more toxins in your body. So you should just use, with our oils, if you're using it internal, to use it in glass or stainless steel. And you can use it in a veggie cap, or you could just put it under your tongue. This is the third way to use our oils, and that's internal. Now, there is another way to use it in the next screen. The next screen shows an image of your feet. So you have your areas where you can use the oils, and you have the oils that you can use on those areas. Now, the first one we're going to show, though, is where the foot diagram has the parts of your body. So that's where the oil, if you're having a problem, say with your thyroid, they're showing you where to place the oil. So that's the objective of having that foot image for you. And the other one with the 2 feet is showing you that both feet have the same parts of the body where you can reach it under both feet. And they're showing the oils that you can use in that area. So this is another way that you can use the oils, is under the bottom of your feet. And your feet carries it to the entire body, as well as you don't really have to use a fractionated coconut oil because your feet, the bottom of your feet are much stronger than the skin. So that is the other way that you can use the oil.
So as we move on to our next one, we're talking about self-care. We've been talking about that for several weeks now, and this is part 3 of it. So we wanted to let you know that your health is very important to us, and I'm going to leave you with this scripture, Luke 10:27. He said that you love the Lord your God with all your passion and prayer and muscle and intelligence, and that you love your neighbor as well as you do yourself. We love you when we're concerned about helping you to make great self-care changes in your life, to make your health better, and to live the life that God intended for us to live. So even as we go on to our next one, we want to show you
another scripture. Yeah.
Okay, so there is another scripture I just want to quote. We want to quote to you. Just quote it for Ruth.
Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Proverbs 18:21. And basically what we're trying to share with you is just the fruits of the Spirit.
Yes. So as we show, we're going to talk about skincare again, part 3 of our skincare. And before we go ahead and talk more about our skincare, we just want to let you know that your skin is a major organ of the body. So if you go to our next slide, and our skin protects your body in many ways. It provides a barrier from invasion of bacteria. Now, we do have good bacteria and bad bacteria in our body, and they play a role.
They're not all bad.
They're not all bad. There's some good ones out there. Right. So as you see there, also another major role about our body is that the nerve endings are part of that the skin, as we want to say. Yeah, it's part of the skin. So as we it helps us to feel things. For example, if I got stuck with a needle, you will feel that emotion. Or if you even got burned, you will feel that emotion. You will react to it.
It's our biggest organ.
It is, yes,
That's
our
your skin.
biggest, yes. And also, when we talk about that, are the sweat glands and the blood vessels in our body. They also help to regulate and control our temperature. So it's very important.
Yes.
Our skin is very important again. Now, to make it more important in our cells and our skin, we need that sunlight.
Yes, we do.
And yeah, that's going to give us our vitamin D.
Yes.
So that's going to help make our skin, which is going to help us to have healthy bones underneath that.
Right.
So as we move on,
we're going to share some oils with you today, and we're sharing a lot of them. So get your pen and paper, or if you have your phone, take some screenshots, because we're going to talk about one oil on a page of 3.
yes. Could you back up one slide for me, please? Just one, because on that slide oh, okay. Well, we have some different oils here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can go with
So let's go.
strong.
There we go.
Okay.
Lemon, lavender, and peppermint.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so we're going to deal with lavender.
Okay.
Just share that a little bit with you this morning. But of course, all 3 of these are very good for the skin, and that's why we have them here.
Yes.
So with lavender, you can fight acne, and eczema, and dry skin. You can also fix blotchy skin and control wrinkles, and it's anti-inflammatory. Lavender, well, these 3 oils basically are our best sellers. So
yes, they are.
everyone uses these oils. So the lavender, however, is double fold or more, because you could use it to relax as well. And of course, if you're relaxing, then you can also get rid of some of the inflammation. So and a lot of other things. So try lavender for blotchy skin.
And on our next slide, then on our next slide, we're going to talk about, well, there's 2 oils here, copaiba. I say copaiba, and then we have frankincense. Let me talk about frankincense, because we all know that is what we call the king of all oils.
Yes.
And why we call it? Because, first of all, it can do so many great things, but most of all, that's important. This is an oil to show how important it was. This is an oil that they gave Jesus at his birth. Yeah, so this oil has the capability of going in and helping our body heal. We have that saying, when in doubt, frank it out, because when you don't know what oil to use for your skin or whatever issues going on in your body, this is the oil to go to. It reduces skin irritations. It can help with wrinkles. And if you have any of those scars and blemishes on there, it can help to diminish that. Now, in order for our body to have good skin, like Ruth said earlier, we need to get some rest. So this is another great oil to help you get that sleep you might need to get that perfect skin that you want.
Right. And we're sharing these oils because there may be one oil that'll work better for someone else that won't work for you. And the next oil is rose. And rose is one of our precious oils. It takes
the next slide.
It takes 10,000 freshly picked roses just to make a 5 milliliter bottle of rose, because the petals are so delicate. So the primary benefits of rose is it helps balance the moisture levels in the skin and reduces the appearance of the skin imperfections. It promotes an even skin tone and healthy looking complexion, and it's soothe and stress relieving. It's a very has a very relieving aroma, and it rejuvenates, it stimulates, and it harmonizes. So rose properties are antibacterial, antifungal, and it decreases anxiety and stress, and it eases depressive symptoms and eases pain, and it stimulates your sex drive.
Somebody liked hearing that.
There's rose.
Okay, so if we go to our next slide, we got geranium, cypress, sandalwood. All these oils are great to help with skin, improve our skin. So let's talk about cypress. in the middle there. Cypress is a great oil. It's great for circulation because we need to have that blood flow going through our skin as well. So cypress also supports our skin by hydrating it.
Yes.
And it eases those oily and dry skin issues that you might have going on. And it's a decongestant quality. The decongestant quality of cypress oil reduces that skin pigmentation and puffiness that goes on also. Skin soothing properties calm the irritated and inflamed skin and can accelerate healing process in the body. So cypress is a great oil, especially if you have some great issues going on with your skin. It could help to start that healing process. So take out, by all means, let's repeat, take a snapshot of any of these oils, or you could always email us at four visions for oils@gmail.com. I had to think about it, okay? Okay, so if we go to our next set of oils.
Yes, we have rosemary and basil. And there's an oil for anything that you can have on your skin. So just listen for me because I'm going to do rosemary. Rosemary is one of my, yes, I do. I like the smell of rosemary. When you put it, just take it out, take the top off the bottle. So acne is an acne fighter, and it is powerful, very powerful oil. And it unclogs, block pores, and it smooths fine lines and prevent wrinkles, and it tightens your skin and tones your skin. So that's rosemary. And just like Brenda said, contact us and take us a picture of this live.
Yes, and again, also if you have sensitive skin or sometimes us as seasoned people, we might need, our skins could be more sensitive. You could use any of these oils with a fractionated coconut oil.
Yes.
So as we look at the next group of slides, oils, our next group of oils are tea tree, grapefruit, and fennel. Now, let's talk about tea tree this time. The tea tree oil is a great oil too. It's an antiseptic, and as it can soften your skin. They consider this an alternative treatment for if you have acne, dry skin, and eczema. If you have oily skin or itchy skins, this is a great oil to use topically on the skin. So not only is that great oil to use, I mean, also the grapefruit and the fennel, but we're not going to talk about all of them because we have so much to tell you about in this presentation. So as we go on to our next group of oils.
The next group of oils is blue tansy.
Blue tansy, backup one. Blue tansy,
Roman chamomile, and lemongrass. And I think I would like to talk about lemongrass.
I love that one too. She always picks the ones I like too.
Yes, I love lemongrass. I use that daily. Okay, lemongrass is one of those oils you may want to use as a carrier oil. And help. Well, for me, Brenda said not for her, but for me, it's kind of a hot oil, so I have to use a little carrier oil with it, and I use fractionated coconut oil. Now, it helps reduce the appearances of shining, like you have a. Oh, I like to use that.
You know how back in the day, and I'm talking about back in the day, how our parents used to grease us up with Vaseline. We'd be shining, walking out of the house shining.
Right, but now we don't want the shine, so it helps reduce the appearance of shine. So lemongrass can help reduce the appearance of any skin without stripping the moisture from your skin. And basically, lemongrass is a natural astringent.
Yeah.
And sometimes we use astringent to kind of like give our face that, not dryness, but it gives you that calm look to hold it, tight. So we use that astringent. So lemongrass is a good oil to use for that. And it also refine the appearance of pores. That's what I was saying about how it makes your face look calm, helping to reduce the appearance of and of size of the pores. Lemongrass helps to deep cleanse and detoxify, helping to remove dirt and impurities from the surface of the skin. This ingredient is great to scrub and
If you add it to scrubs,
if you had to do scrubs or masks for when you want to kind of clean your pores. Okay, that's my lemongrass for us.
Okay, so if we go to the next slide and we see, do not touch your face. You need to keep your hands off of your face and also away from your eyes. Our hands, we're touching so many different things. We're not cleansing our hands every time. And we all do have this habit of sitting with our hands like this, or, doing things like that with our hands to touch our face.
Pimples.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can have pimples on your face. Yes, do not do that. You're adding more bacteria to your skin.
Right. And we have something for pimples, so don't.
We do.
Try.
That's right. Don't even do that.
Right.
So with that being said, the eyes have it. We're talking about the eyes
Yes,
right
talking
now.
about the eyes right now. Now, did you have a long night? Woke up with bags or suitcases under your eyes? Ever wonder what causes puffy eyes? Puffy eyes and dark circles under the eyes occur for many reasons, including inherited. If you inherited from parents, I guess, facial features, aging, stress, eye fatigue, and individual skin characteristics.
Yes. So puffy eyes are not all. It doesn't always mean that just because you wake up and the eyes might be puffy doesn't always mean that they are puffy.
Right.
They could be swollen.
Yes, that's
okay.
True.
So as we go to our next slide, the reason why we have puffy eyes in the morning is because we sleep and we don't blink. And
so
it is.
I try to blink when I get up, but sometimes.
Yeah, we need to blink as soon as we get up because this is part of the reason why we have that puffiness. Now, we're talking about puffiness right now under the eyes.
Yes.
So blinking your eyelids is kind of like when you're walking, you're walking.
Then when
Bottom
you're
line,
idle, you have a hard time getting up.
Yeah, if you're idling and you're not walking, your legs are kind of weak, and you kind of have a difficult time. So you have to start walking and get those muscles working, and that's the same thing with your eyes. If we don't blink once we get up, it makes that puffiness right there. And what happens is if the fluid gets trapped and which are resorbed back into circulation. So that's why it's important that we do blink, and that's why we have that puffiness a lot of times in the morning. And similar action takes place in the eyelids. If we the closed, non-blinking eyelids during sleep potentially can swell in certain people prone to have this problem. So in the mornings, you could wake up with puffy eyes, and when you wake up and start blinking, sometimes that puffiness can go away or gradually go away. So if we go to our next slide, we'll see if you have puffiness, what does it mean?
Right. Puffy eyes does it mean I have a medical condition? Well, puffy eyes typically are simple due to aging, as we said earlier, genetics, and possibly lack of sleep. But sometimes swollen eyes are mistaken for puffy eyes.
Yes.
When swollen eyelids occur suddenly, it may be a sign that you have an underlying medical condition. Unlike puffy eyes, swollen eyelids may be a sign of conditions such as eye allergies, thyroid eye disease, pink eyes, or either any other infections.
Any type of eye infection, yeah.
So if you're not sure if they're puffy eyes, then the swollen eyelids, then it's time to see a doctor.
Yes,
that's what we
is.
try to encourage you to do.
Right. And here's some things on our next slide, which for some reason just did not come out right. Oh, well, wait a minute here. How about that? It did finally.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we get rid of puffy eyes? First of all, these are some suggested remedies.
Right. Yeah.
To get rid of these puffy eyes. It's drinking. Drink plenty of water to prevent dehydration, or either apply iced compacts over your eyelids and they look puffy.
Yeah.
Cucumber, remember the cucumber
Right, yeah,
treatment?
right.
Yeah, slice cucumbers in a chilled tea bag and put them over your closed eyes. And you could use some creams and other oils, products, skin products
And then you can
formulated to use around the eyes.
and then you can reduce your salt intake,
Yes, reduce salt intake. What
Mhm.
else?
and you can use a little bit more, take a little bit more potassium in your diet,
Yeah,
so that you can have, some help there.
yeah.
And
Potassium.
then just splashing a little cold water over your face, just for, just to cool it, I guess, to cool it down.
Yeah, that kind of helps get the circulation going
Yeah.
too, though.
Mhm.
And get plenty of, what did we say before?
Get plenty of
Get
sleep.
plenty of sleep.
Yes.
Now, one of the most common home remedies for puffy eyes, as mentioned above when we were talking about the creams, I wanted to mention this. Some
Yeah.
people are saying to use the use of hemorrhoid creams and ointments on the skin, like what is that? I keep forgetting the name of that one oil, and it helps with the skin around the eyes. A common
Was it
active ingredient.
Was it?
No, I'm talking about a pH.
A pH.
No, cream that they use like for hemorrhoids. What is the name of the cream they use for hemorrhoids?
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't think of the name of it, but it's a cream that they use for hemorrhoids, and this is what they suggested that you use
On your
on your
puffy
eyes, on your
eyes.
puffy eyes. And so it's a common ingredient in it called phylophene, which is a medication that constricts the blood vessels. They're saying that you should use that. You could use that as a remedy for, yeah.
We're in disagreement.
Yeah, definitely in a disagreement. I'm going to use something, for
So-
hemorrhoids on your eyes, okay?
Exactly.
So, yeah. So to find the best solution and to do for puffy eyes and dark circles, we need to really find out what the underlying cause is.
Right, absolutely.
So as we go to the next slide,
we're going to talk about the next slide. We're
the
gonna
next
talk
slide
about
is about crow's feet.
feet. Yes.
Mm.
And those are those wrinkles next to your eyes.
Now, crow's feet. Whether crow's feet are distinctive wrinkles, usually they get them on the side of those eyes.
Yes.
It's like a fan to me, almost
Yeah,
like a
I'm
fan.
looking at the picture
One of
here.
those
Yeah.
fold-up fans. That's what it kind of looks like.
Yes.
Yeah, from the corner of the eyes, and some.
Well, that's what it says here too. It says,
Yeah.
crow's feet are distinctive wrinkles that fan out.
Oh, it
from the
does say
outer
it.
corner of the
Okay.
eyes. Yeah.
They and some dermatologists think it adds character. Well, I don't know if I think that,
I don't
but
think that either. I think it's
but
they
yeah.
need to be gone.
yeah, they need to be
And
gone.
they come with squinting, aging, they say cigarette smoking,
Mhm.
sun damage, and facial expressions. So I was thinking maybe I gotta be real careful with my expressions.
Oh yeah, I know. So I like the little cartoon there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cartoon says the guy see his wife looking in the mirror at her crow's eyes, and he says, "If you're so worried about those crow's feet, why don't you see your podiatrist?" Crow's feet, podiatrist.
Right.
Okay, cute. I thought that was really cute.
But
So-
it is important though that you do get a regular exam for overall eye health. and
Yes.
Maintaining good vision.
Hmm.
Okay, so we're just wanting you to know that we're sharing this information, but we also want you to know we're suggesting if it's anything that you need to do is to see your doctor if it's serious.
That's right. So there's some examples of what you need to do to prevent those crow's feet. Get that eye exam, just like we just said.
Yeah.
And we need to wear quality sunglasses because the sun helps to dry out our skin as well.
Yes, and shield your face from the sun as much as possible.
Put a hat on, it's covered to keep the sun out of your eyes.
Yeah, and use some sunblock. Did we talk about that last week?
We did.
I think we
We
did.
sure did. We talked about using
doTERRA
protecting
sun-
that skin.
Yeah, sun-
doTERRA has a sunline product that was
Yes.
great for helping to protect your skin.
Right.
So it is very important that we always see our doctor. We encourage that. And although we always encourage that you do see your doctor, but you have a choice between using their medicine or trying your own natural solutions.
Right.
And this is where we're trying to give you a choice to use something that doesn't cause any side effects.
That's where I was headed to. Okay, next slide is going to talk about oils and butters, and cocoa butter and shea butter. We're just going to talk about one of them and just
Sounds good.
let them take a screenshot for the other. The benefits of shea butter for the skin: it moisturizes the skin, dry skin. It treats acne and blemishes. It reduces skin inflammation. It's anti-aging and anti-free radical agent. It provides relief to itchy and peeling skin, restore the elasticity of your skin, and it reduces razor
Irritation.
I don't know what's wrong with me. Irritation and bumps, and it reduces stretch marks. Now, I use shea butter on my feet. Oh, because it kind of like smooths them out. So I love it. So
I do
shea
too.
butter is possibly safe then applied to the skin appropriately for up to 4 weeks is what they're saying. So if they're saying if you use it for 4 weeks to relax a little bit and then you can start again, and then I don't know if that's enough of it.
I don't know.
The information that we
Well, let me
know
just say,
about applying
we
it to our
just-
skin for longer than that.
Yeah, we're just telling you that because this is something that they say.
researched, right.
But researchers have said,
Mhm.
but I've used shea butter all the time.
on my feet all the
Yeah,
time.
I don't have any issues.
I don't.
So just accordingly to what your body says.
Right. So on the next slide, we're showing you 3 different carrier oils. You want to share one of them with us?
Yeah, let's see.
Screenshot.
Well, we always use fractionated coconut, and I guess maybe I should talk about fractionated coconut oil
Yes.
because it is the oil that we recommend because there's so many great health benefits included in it. So not only you only get the benefits from the doTERRA oils, you're going to get the benefits from the carrier oil as well. Yeah,
Yes.
so it increases good cholesterol and it helps to control that blood sugar level, reduces stress.
Mhm.
And want your hair shiny? This is a great oil to use. Healthy skin, it helps promote healthy skin. And a lot of us do have candida, so we need to fight it. And this is what fractionated coconut oil will do. It will help fight that candida. So we do recommend that you do use the fractionated coconut oil. The medium chain fatty acids found in coconut oil also possess antimicrobial properties that can help treat acne and protect the skin from harmful bacteria. So it is a great oil to use. Not downplaying jojoba oil or almond oil. They all are great carrier oils, and you will see them being used in other areas as well.
Right. And we have 2 additional
So on our
carrier
next
oils on the
carrier
next
slide,
page. So we're going to just talk about the vitamin E oil. The vitamin E oil for face benefits. It's hyperpigmentation. Dark patches on your skin can be caused by too much pigment. So this is and that's triggered by your hormones. But the vitamin E oil is high in antioxidants and affects blood circulation and the blood circulation can help that. And also treating acne and scarring, for smooth, soft lips. So it can help in many ways. Now, I use vitamin E too, and I used it on one of the keloids I had, and it smoothed it out. So I can vouch for that.
Oh, now you reminded me because Miss Jonetta had shared with us how she,
did.
as I believe in her older age, as her adult age, I shouldn't say older age, but in her adult age, she got the chicken pox. And she found, I don't know why she chose, I can't remember why, but she chose to use the vitamin E oil, and she has no blemishes left
Right.
on her body from, because sometimes you have that scarring left over.
Right.
She has no scarring because she used vitamin E
Yeah,
on her chicken pox.
absolutely.
So as we go on to our next one, now it's called DIY time, because
Yes.
we wanted to share some great skincare products or DIY blends
Yes.
that you can make yourself with the doTERRA oils to help with beautifying or that skin.
Yes, and this is for puffy eyes, and the ingredients are some of our essential oils are included in it for the swelling under the eyes. The 5 milliliter roller bottle. You take a 5 milliliter roller bottle, and you put 2 drops of each of these oils: rose, fennel, Roman chamomile, lavender, cypress, and you fill the rest of the bottle with one of the carrier oils, which is fractionated coconut oil, and gently rub under the eyes at bedtime. And you can do this, each night until
it will help out with that.
Yes.
And that's an example of the bottles that we put there that you could get to put these oils in, and just tell you, rose is going to help with the wrinkles, fennel is going to help with the edema, Roman chamomile is going to help with irritated aging skin, lavender is going to be calming, and cypress is going to tonify.
Right.
So as we go to the next one, another one for you ladies. Here's this for you, glowing skin. Want that skin to glow?
Right. So now you have several other oils you're going to use, and that's blue tansy, copaiba, frankincense, rose, and there's a rose hip oil. Carrier oil. So you're going to have a 2-ounce glass of stainless steel container, and 20 drops of blue tansy, 15 drops of copaiba, 15 drops of frankincense, 5 drops of rose, and a half an ounce of rose hip oil, and a half an ounce of the jojoba oil. And you're going to use all 3 of those oils so there's a half of almond. So you're going to shake it well before each use, and then you're going to apply it to a clean face, and you're going to allow it to soak into the skin.
Yes. And that blue tansy is going to help with the acne or eczema. Copaiba is for that for dry skin, or also the acne or psoriasis. Frankincense, king of oil, is going to support the skin and regenerate the cells there. Rose is going to tackle those wrinkles, and our carrier oil, we know what it does for you.
Okay, so those are 2 DIYs for you.
Now, as we go to our next slide, back up, if you don't mind, back up one slide. We have this anti-aging eye cream that we want to share with you. That's going to also help. In case you don't want to do a DIY,
right?
We got the anti-aging eye cream, and its primary benefits is Metaform seed oil provides deep moisture and biopolymers made from Pullman and red algae extracts, providing noticeable tightening and lifting effect from the first use. Bakuchiol helps tone and tighten the skin, which helps improve the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and help prevent future signs of aging.
And Immortelle is also anti-aging oil, but we're not going to go into that one. Just take a screenshot.
Okay, and our next slide is dedicated to our men.
Yes.
Men, I should say, not man, men,
Right.
not my particular man. Okay, men.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a men's shaving cream, and this is a DIY. So I'm sure Mrs. or whomever,
Yes,
significant other, would have to help put this together.
Yes.
But you say that you can. Wait a minute. You were made for God. Men were made for God's glory, and we just want to share with you the scripture from Isaiah 4:7. Everyone that is called by my name, for I have created him for my glory. I have formed him. Yes, I have made him.
Yes, men. You were the first, God's first creation, and we felt compelled to recognize and honor you specifically by sharing this men's shaving cream. A half a cup of shea butter, half a cup of cocoa butter, a half a bottle of the fractionated coconut oil, 5 drops of sandalwood, 5 drops of peppermint, tea tree. You place the butters in a double boiler and melt them. And when their butters are warm, not hot, mix the essential oils in, let the mixture cool completely. Whip it with a mixer. Now you have shaving cream. And any remaining cream, you want to store it in a glass stainless steel. So yes, this is a great cream for the men, and you are going to need your women's help. Our next DIY for you men is going to be earthy spicy cologne, and we're just going to give you the recipe for that one. It's 18 drops of bergamot, 13 drops of Siberian or Douglas fir, whichever smells the best for you, or any other oil, 10 drops of clove, 8 drops of lemon, combined in a 10 millimeter bottle, roller bottle, or top off with fractionated coconut. I put a cute little empty cologne bottle. You could even get a cute little empty bottle and put it in there. And then we have also the Lime Delight one for you as well.
And the next slide, we show you another blend. It's an aftershave blend, and it's like a bonus for you. It's in a roller bottle of,
The Immortelle.
The Immortelle actually is one of doTERRA's made products, because we showed you on a previous screen. So you just take that roller bottle and use it after shaving.
And you're going to add some oils to it, to additional oils. You're going to add 2 drops of frankincense and lavender, and that's for sensitive skin relief.
Okay, but how are you going to do it? Rolls on.
It rolls on.
The Immortelle rolls on. But
rub together.
But how can you add those two?
To the bottle?
No, you're going to have to just put them on your face, right?
No.
Now you got to tell them how you're going to add it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you could take, I'm sorry. You could take the, okay, so you got your Immortelle. And you have to open it up and take the little roller part off, which you can do. And if you have problems, you could always call Ruth. No, call anyone. And we want to tell you how to get it off. And then you would just add a couple of drops of those frankincense and lavender. That's to enhance.
And then you would have.
Then you have what you got.
The shade blend. Okay. Now we're going to talk about deodorant. And we were trying to explain to you too where you can get something natural. You can buy some natural over the counter, but here's something that can help you without having any ingredients in there that might be affecting your skin. So we have a natural, and we have. Did you show them? The natural, and we have what's the name of the deodorant?
We have the natural
balance. That's what I'm.
We have the natural. The natural deodorant has no perfumey smell in it, it's just the deodorant itself, but it is made with oils.
I know it was natural because our crew wanted us to do a challenge today.
That's right.
So yes.
You're gonna get the challenge. So we have the one that's infused with Douglas fir and Greek oil, orange oil, and then we have the one that's infused with balance.
Right.
So what's the challenge for the natural?
Well, the challenge for the natural is that we want them to take notes, use it for 1 month. We send them a
bottle
sample, and so the bottle.
Send them
a roll. Yes. And then once they use it for a month, then they're going to let us know if they notice a difference. And what they will do is then, once they let us know, they want us, we just want to give them a shout out and let them, maybe give them a little token of our appreciation.
So if you want to take this challenge,
yes,
let us know. Email us at 4visions4oils@gmail.com, and we will send you what do you call this?
deodorant.
doTERRA natural deodorant.
Right.
We will send that to you. You use it and then get back to us. But so we wanted to let you know about this deodorant. It's CPTG free, CPTG certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils that are in. So you know what? I said that wrong. Certified pure tested grade or essential oils in this deodorant. And we were meant to perspire. I want to let you know that though. We were meant to perspire because it helps to regulate our body temperature and it helps release the toxins that are in our body. You don't know you're releasing toxins. So using toxic deodorants are close. When we use those, it's close to our lymphatic system, our lymphatic glands,
right?
And we're lymph glands, and we're causing havoc. So all these products are aluminum, paraben, phthalate, and talc free. So they're great oil deodorants
and
to
that's
use.
the reason for the challenge, so you can see the difference in your skin,
right?
What's happening with your skin. So give us that email.
Yes. Okay, and then our next slide where we just want to remind you that beauty's only skin deep. So we got to protect that skin. Always exfoliate, moisturize, use your sunscreen, cleanse, and always protect your outer side.
Right. And the disclaimer is next. And we just want to remind you that we are not doctors and that you must consult a physician should you have any issues. Thank you.
Okay, so our next slide is going to tell you about our co-impact sourcing. We do our oils are sourced from all over the world, and we support our farmers by training them and taking care of them by giving them a great income and doing things in their small villages because they do live in smaller villages. And we break cycles of human suffering and poverty as we expand our business. We are helping them. They are helping us. On the next slide, if you go to the next slide, we will see that we have an organization called Healing Hands, and they're part of doTERRA, which reach out and help with human trafficking and providing water.
Yes.
Many different things.
Yes. And those two products over there that you see, purchasing those, also the funds go right back to the farmers.
Yes. To help with the Healing Hands. Help them with their mission to help the people.
Right.
So if you're interested, like we are, in helping other people around the world, purchase one of the products, which is the Rose Hand Lotion, which smells awesome, and Hope Oil. Okay. And as we go on to our next slide.
Yes, we're just showing you the areas where our oils are grown, the plants are grown and produced in those areas, and they're produced where the soil is best fitted for that particular oil.
Yes. And on our next one, we want to tell you why we do doTERRA and why we do it now. And we want you to join with us. It's the largest essential oil company in the world. And they're the most tested and trusted oils on the market.
Yes.
And they
tested over and over.
Yes. They're used by doctors and hospitals worldwide.
Yes. And they are, again, they're ethically and substantially sourced. And we work direct with farmers, as we always kind of tell you about, so that you know why we're with doTERRA.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 120 markets open, and the compensation plan is amazing, and the higher retention rate is 70%.
Yes.
Where people who purchase stays with us, and the advocates stay with us, even if they're not even staying as advocates, becoming customers even after they leave. So 70% loyalty. Our privately owned company, incredible ownership team, And we are a debt-free company.
Debt-free. That is so important to me.
Yes.
So now there are 3 ways that you can purchase our product, and one of them is retail, and we don't want you to have to do it that way because it is the most expensive way. It's like going to a chiropractor, or like when I went on a cruise and I had to pay that price, got my massage and paid a high price for the product.
Okay, so the second way is wholesale, where you get 25% discount and the best price.
And the way that Ruth and I purchase is wholesale plus points for free products. Yes, we like free stuff.
Yes.
So to find out more information, how you could get that, because you're going to get the 25% membership, you'll also be able to earn free products. And we will tell you why by emailing us at 4vision4oils@gmail.com.
Yes.
Now on our next slide,
We're still giving away a
we're going to give away a free product,
we
and
are.
well, we're still talking about the skin. So
Yes.
if you will just email us and purchase one of our enrollment kits, in addition to what they'll give you, the free membership, we're going to also give you an additional free product.
Yes.
The Mud Max, detoxifying Mud Max. And it includes many oils. So if you're interested in that, please email us again.
Yes.
Okay. And just to take a look at some of our kits on the next slide.
Yes, we have given you an idea of some of the kits, and Natural Solution kit you can save $250, but included in that you'll get your free membership. So we're looking forward to just hearing from you so we can share these kits with you.
Mm-hmm. And then the Healthy Start kit is another one. These kits are put together because there's more cost effective for you to purchase a kit than it is to do individual oils.
Right.
Okay, so on our next slide, you can help us as we help you host a class and invite your friends and families, because what we'll do is give you still more free products.
Right.
We're going to see that beautiful keychain, and it comes with those 8 individual vials that are empty, 5 2-millimeter vials, and for each person you invite up to 8, we will fill those vials up with an oil, and that would be our choice of the oils. So, and host a class for us. All you need to do is email us at 4visions4oils@gmail.com, and we will get back to you and set it up, and we will do the class for you.
Right. And what we can expect from us is
On the next slide.
What you can expect from us is a welcome package, a personal consultation, a wellness overview, and access to VIP training, educational groups, and community and giveaways, ongoing support.
Yes,
If
and
you
we
just want to join the team, we are the Dream Team, and we are a subdivision, 4 Visions for Oils.
yes, and all these training classes, oil, Boy My Planet, Love Oils, and Oil Games, they're all free training.
Next slide is the door is open, that Christ may dwell in your hearts by faith, that ye being rooted and grounded in love may be able to comprehend with all saints what is the breadth and length and depth and heights, to know the love of Christ, which passes knowledge, that ye may be filled with all the fullness of God. And that's found in Ephesians 3:17 through 19.
Okay, and so as we go ahead and close out, we want to just say thank you for joining us on the next slide, and let you know that your health, our health, is an investment, it's not an expense.
Yes.
And if you want to find out more information again, please email us 4visions4oils@gmail.com.
Yes. And on this last slide, you'll see our websites. So you can also look out on the websites and see a lot of the information that we've shared today. But we really thank you for being here. Thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you next Tuesday for Oils Behind Closed Doors.
Views made on the preceding program are not those of WVTC Radio, iNetworks Communications, or their financial supporters.